This is the second video for the Go book. We are in Word Chapter 3, Project 3B, and we are in the middle of the project. We're on page 264, inserting a screenshot. In the paragraph that begins, okay, let's shrink this back down to a normal size again. And they want us to look for the paragraph that begins, University Medical Center continues, which is this first one here. Click after the period at the end of the paragraph right here, start Internet Explorer, and then navigate to epa.gov/osw/conserve. So we'll open up Internet Explorer. And we want to go to www.epa.gov/osw/conserve and hit enter. Okay, and now we want to go over to Word, and actually I think there's an easier way to do this, but we'll do it Word's way. We want to go to Insert, and we want to do a screenshot, and it should give us a list of all the screens that are open right now. And actually this looks like my Word document, and I'm not sure what this is, so I'm going to do screen clipping instead. And I should get some crosshairs, and I'll just pick what I want here, and it will paste that in, and it automatically resizes it for me as well. Another way to do that is to press the print screen key on your keyboard. It's over on the right side above the home and insert keys. And that'll copy it to the clipboard, and then just flip over here and do a paste. Now you'll have to resize it when you do that, but that's another easy way to get a screenshot in. Now we're on the top of page 265, and I want this selected. I want to go to the Format tab, and in the Picture Styles group, which is right here, under Picture Border, which is this button, go to Theme Colors, and I want the second column, the first color, which is this one, and it'll put a black, thin black line around my screenshot, and then we'll save it. And now we're on to page 265, and here's recycling trash, and what I want to do is I want to change this to blue, fifth column, the last color. So fifth column, last color, and under font style I want bold, and under effects, and that is right here, and let me see, I'm doing this a different way from what they suggested in the book. So let's try it their way. Let's right click and go to font. Okay, and we already picked the color. And under effects, I want the small caps, which is right here. And now let's click on OK. And with the text still selected, right click, and then on, let me see, the mini toolbar, I want the Format Painter, I want to double click on it, and then I want to go and do Harvesting Daylight, and I want Greener Landscaping, and I want Greener Grocer, and Greener Records, and I think that's it. And hit Escape to turn off the Format Painter. You could also have clicked up here on the Format Painter button to turn it off. And now we're on page 266. I want to go to the end of the document, and after the name Emily Lynn, I want to delete the comma, and with the insertion point position before the F in facility, so we'll move it over one character. We want to insert a symbol. Go to the Insert tab, put a symbol way over here on the right. And let me see, we want more symbols, and we'll get a dialog box. And on the dialog box, we want to click on the Special Characters tab. We've also got a bunch of fonts here that'll let you insert funny stuff like Wingdings, and there's some Webdings ones, a Webdings one and two more Wingdings ones here too. If you see the word dings in it, it's going to be funny characters. And what we want here is we want an M dash, which is a long dash, and click on Insert, click on Close, and now we've got a long dash there, and we probably don't want space there either, so we'll get rid of that space. Normally, let's go down here this line here. Normally, if you type, something X, let's just type letter X, and then if you type two hyphens and then something else in this, when you hit space, it'll convert that for you. So that's an easy way for the Word to do that automatically. I went too far on my backspace in there. I'm going to do Control Z and just delete that. Okay, now we're on page 267. We're going to add borders to a paragraph, and we're going to put in a line break. So I want to select the last two lines here, and I want to go to the Home tab, and I want to go to the paragraph group, and I want to go to Borders, and I want to do Borders and Shading here so I can do some customizing. And in the Borders and Shading box, we want to go to the Borders tab, and I want to do a shadow, which will give me a little more over here on the right and the bottom, and click the color arrow, and in the fifth column we want the last one, and click the width, and we want 1 point. That's not very big, you can barely see it, but we'll go with that. And we want to do some shading as well, so click on the Shading tab. I'm on the top of page 268 now. Click the fill arrow, and then in the fifth column I want the second color, which is this one right here, so I'll give it a light blue shade, and there's a little preview here, and click on OK. And now if I click off of that somewhere, and now it's telling me to center, which I already did earlier when I was trying to center this, so that's already taken care of. And I want to click in front of the E in the word Emily, hold down the Shift key and press Enter. Shift Enter does what I call a line break, and that forces you to go to a new line without going to a new paragraph. Now, if you have spacing between paragraphs, I'm going to back up and delete this here and hit Enter. If you hit spacing between paragraphs and you hit the Enter key, you get that extra spacing in there. Now, I'm going to go delete that again and do Shift Enter, and you see the difference. I don't get as much space. So even though it's on a new line, it's still one paragraph because there's only one paragraph mark between the beginning of this and the word director here. So it lets you go to a new line without going to a new paragraph, and sometimes that comes in handy. Now I'm going to do Control Home, and we're at the top of the document, and I want to go to, and this is where they're putting in the tags, and as usual I'm not going to do the tags. Okay, that's the end of that document, so we're just going to save it, and then we will start with a new video on creating a new mail merge document at the bottom of page 268 and the top of page 269.